Hello students, good morning. After completing the process of spermatogenesis and oogenesis, there it means the formation of sperm and ova. Students, we are going to discuss about the event that is called fertilization. Yes students, this is the lecture number 13, and in this lecture we are going to discuss about the process of fertilization in human. So students, first of all, once again I repeat about this diagram. This is the female reproductive structure where the process of fertilization take place and the embryonic development take place inside the womb of the mother, or you can say that uterus, in uterus. So this diagram indicates the path of sperm, how during coitus the sperm enters into the genital tract of female genitalia and ovum, and from ovary how the egg or ovum is released and passes to which region where the process of fertilization takes place. Then about this you will know in this video lecture where the process of fertilization takes place and what is the part of the fallopian tube which that is the site for the process of fertilization. So students, and place of fertilization. This is a pair of ovary, as you all of you know that this is just almond shaped, lies at the either side of the opening of the fallopian tube with the help of finger-like projecting structure that is called embryo, and embryo further leads to the region of the fallopian tube that is called ovum, and this is the isthmus, and these three collectively forms the fallopian tube. This is the fallopian tube, which almost just like T-shaped structure. Is that clear? So this is the fundus, the anterior most part, and also called the main body of the uterus, that is the fundus, and this whole of the cavity is called uterus cavity, or the cavity of embryonic development, because here the implantation of zygote and embryonic development takes place. Mainly two lining along with a middle lining is present. The innermost is endometrium, that is also called inner wall of the uterus. Myometrium, the external wall or outer wall of the uterus. In between both walls, the perimetrium membrane is also present. Now, this is the path, or you can say that the commencement region or first commencement region through which the male gamete enters into the uterus, or you can say that passage into the uterus. So this is the external layers, and this is the secondary. It means the opening of cervix, the opening of cervix inside the uterus, that is the internal OS. Is that clear? Now students, and this is the opening as I was first told you. This is the path of ovum. The released ovum is further pulled by the membrane. Further it leads into the ampulla. This is the movement. This arrows indicates the movement of the female gamete between ovum, and this red color arrows, as I marked in this diagram, represents the path of sperm. So, and this is the region where the pronucleus of the male ovum, which formed after the mitosis division, is having pronucleus. Either nucleus is not seen inside the ovum, but after release, the ovum undergoes the process of division, and with the result of this division, a pronucleus that is present inside the ovum. And we very well know that the sperm has a large shaped pronucleus. So this is the region that is near to the ampulla where the process of fertilization takes place. But in board examination, only the question is asked where the process of fertilization takes place. But you have to understand and have quite well knowledge about the process of fertilization take place near into the fallopian tube, near the ampulla region, in or near the ampulla region. Okay, just like that, after the process of fertilization, a diploid cell is formed, that is the zygote. And students, as the zygote forms, it continuously start movement towards down. It means towards the uterus. It takes about a week. So now, before going to discuss about the mechanism of fertilization, first of all, going to explain the definition of fertilization. Student, fusion of male gamete, it means sperm, and female gamete, ovum, is known as fertilization. This is the very simple definition of the fertilization. It takes place immediately. Yes, students, the process of fertilization takes place immediately if, this is the condition, if sperms are available. Is that clear? Either it takes about 24 to 72 hours. the time period between 24 to 72 hours. If sperms are available. In human, this process takes place in FT fallopian tube near or inside the ampulla region of the fallopian tube. Is that clear? Now, mechanism of fertilization. So, from where and by following which steps the process of fertilization is completed. So, here we are going to discuss in more detail. As you all of you clearly know that per ml human semen contains about 20 or per ejaculation contain 200 to 300 millions of sperms. So this is the very rich number of sperm. At per ejaculation or on per ejaculation, so that number of spermatozoa are deposited into the vagina. Where it deposited? It deposited into the vagina. During coitus. The ejaculated semen contains a number of spermatozoa. But student, they passes through uterus and these millions of the sperm passes through the uterus. As here this arrow indicates, this is the passage of the sperm into the uterus. And find their way. Some of the sperms goes towards the right side of the fallopian tubes and some goes to the left side of the fallopian tubes. Into the uterine tube, that is also called fallopian tube. Now students, one of the sperm, as in last video lecture I diagrammatically represent how a sperm penetrate and propelled inside the egg cell or ovum. So one of the sperm enters the ovum, it means that is the secondary oocyte that absorb more amount of nutrition, and the ovum complete its meiosis second, and form female pronucleus. This is the incident when first the pronucleus of the ovum is clearly visualized. Now male and female pronucleus. The male gamete, it means sperm contains male nucleus and the female gamete contains the female pronucleus fuses. This fusion is called fertilization. Yes, students, this fusion is called fertilization. The resulting cell is diploid. After the fertilization, the cell so formed that is diploid, means the haploid set of chromosomes enters through female pronucleus, and remaining haploid sets of chromosomes enters through male pronucleus. Thus, the resulting cell has diploid sets of pronucleus, and that cell so formed is called zygote. What, student? This is called zygote. Thus, the formation of zygote takes place. Formation of zygote takes place. The fertilized ovum, it means having diploid nucleus, starts its journey or continues its journey down the tube towards uterus, and this takes about a week. It means about 5 to 7 days to reach at this region. This cell takes about 5 to 7 days to continue its journey towards the uterus, and here zygote reached. Now, what changes take place after the arrival of the zygote inside the uterus? Students, after arrival in the uterus, the dividing ovum sink beneath the uterine endometrium. It means the inner wall, this inner wall overlaps, it means covers, attached the zygote and overlaps this zygote inside its lining, and the collection of fluidic substance, it means amniotic fluid, take place. This is called implantation. This incident is called implantation. It means implantation of the zygote take place about 7 to 9th of the day after the fusion or fertilization process. Is that clear? Now, then embryonic development takes place from pregnancy to the partition, which is of about 36 weeks. How much weeks? 36 weeks are 270 days. How much days? 270 days. Thus, students, the process of fertilization has great significance, because during the fertilization, the first diploid cell formed is said to be first animal cell. Yes, this is the first animal cell. Fertilization also undergoes on the cleavage process. It means only one of the sperm have specific sets of chromosomes fertilize, or exchanges, or you can say that overlapping the chromosomes of the female gamete, and thus a new set of chromosomes are formed that are also responsible for the determination of sexes in human. So students, fertilization has great significance in the process of sex determination. Thus students, I hope you all of you understand the process of fertilization and their significance very well. In next video lecture, we are going to discuss what are the incidents that take place after the puberty in males and females. Thanks students for joining today's video.